everyone. It's Cara Whedbee with Simply Magical Vacations by Cara, your favorite magical vacation specialist, coming to you live on this Topic Tuesday to discuss the new date-based ticket pricing at Walt Disney World that was released today, October 16th, 2018. There are a lot of things that changed today, not just ticket pricing, so we'll talk about that. But that will be the bulk of our conversation. For example, parking at the Walt Disney World parks changed today. Those prices went up. So it used to be $22 for a car to park at Walt Disney World, and now it's $25. It used to be $27 if you had a larger vehicle, and now it is $30. And if you wanted preferred parking, it used to be $45 per car. Now it's $50. So pricing went up at all of the Walt Disney World parks today. It also went up for Magic Bands. Magic Bands used to be $12.99 for a solid color Magic Band. They are now $15.97. It used to be, other bands used to be $22.99, open edition bands, now they're $24.99. Limited release bands went up to $29.99, and also graphic bands went up. So basically all the bands went up $2 a piece. The other things that went up today are the annual passes. Now, we knew that annual passes would probably have a price increase, but we were hearing nothing about it as far as this date-based ticket pricing system goes. So now we know what it is, and it's significant. They did not change the way that the annual passes work. They did change the pricing though. So if you are getting a Platinum Plus, which is the top tier, if you're out of state, it's one of your only choices. And this one involves the water parks and has no blockout dates. The price went from $849 to renew in 2018 to $994 to buy in 2019. So $150 increase on the Platinum Plus annual pass. If you are getting a Platinum Pass, which is, again, your only other choice if you're out of state and not a DVC member, that price went up from $749 in 2018 to $894 for 2019. That is an increase of $150 as well. If you are a DVC member, the Gold Pass is available to you. That's normally just for Florida residents, but it's also available for Disney Vacation Club members. The blockout dates on that one are Easter and Christmas, and the price is going up to $609 from $579. If you are getting the Silver Florida Resident Only Pass, it went up to $479. If you're getting the Select Florida Resident Pass, it went up to $439. If you're getting the Weekday Select Pass, it went up to $319. Epcot after 4 p.m. Florida resident passes went up to $289, and the Premier Passport, which gets you into Disneyland and Disney World with no blockout dates, is $1,579, which did not change. That is the price it was before. Basically, Disney wants to change these ticket prices to date-based ticket pricing because they want to control the crowd levels more if they can. So that is the purpose of this. Compared to previous pricing, Disney says some tickets have decreased, increased, or stayed the same depending on the start date and the length of the ticket. For example, a guest purchasing a 3-day ticket with a start date of February 10th of 2019 will now actually pay $4 less per day than they would have before. A guest purchasing a 6-day ticket starting on the date of this Thanksgiving will now pay more, an average of $5 per day, since it's one of the most popular times of the year to visit. All the ticket prices can be found online. Released today on the Walt Disney World website, the ticket prices have a higher base rate overall for a 1-day ticket, but only by $7. The lowest 1-day ticket price used to be $102, and now it is $109. A word about that, there are now no more Magic Kingdom 1-day ticket only passes. Your 1-day ticket is for any park, and the base price has gone up to $109 for the lowest 1-day ticket price. Disney says that they are trying to enhance the guest experience. As the parks continue to transform and grow in popularity, moving to date-based tickets and pricing will help us better spread attendance throughout the year to improve the overall guest experience. We are giving you more choices to meet your needs. We designed our date-based tickets and pricing with convenience in mind and provide many options to help meet the unique needs of our guests. When purchasing a Disney theme park ticket, guests select their ticket type, ticket length, and ticket start date. Some ticket prices have increased, decreased, or stayed the same compared to previous prices depending on the start date and the length of the ticket. Here are just a few examples. For example, a 6-day ticket starting on November 22nd of 2018 would cost $5 more per day than previous pricing. A 1-day ticket on December 25th of 2018 would cost the same as the previous pricing for a Magic Kingdom 1-day ticket, which no longer exists. A 3-day ticket starting February 10th of 2019 would cost $4 less per day than previous pricing. A 6-day ticket starting July 4th of 2019 would cost $3 more per day than previous pricing. Or a 2-day ticket starting August 26th of 2019 will cost $4 less per day than previous pricing. So they gave us some examples there. The new date set prices will not fluctuate throughout the year, according to Disney. They are set in stone as of today until the current final day available of December 16th, 2019. Just as before, the daily ticket decreases as the length of visit increases. So the more you play, the less you pay. That stays the same. The prices start at the $109 for a single day park ticket, but they drop all the way to $44 per day at the cheapest day of the year for a 10-day single park ticket. Park hopper add-ons cost an additional $55 if it's a 1-day ticket, $65 for a 2 or 3-day ticket, and $75 for a 4-day and above ticket. Park Hopper Plus is $80 for a 1-day ticket, $90 for a 2 or 3-day ticket, and $100 for a 4 or longer ticket, 4-day or longer ticket to add on. Meanwhile, the flexible date option costs anywhere from $15 a ticket to $55 a ticket based on the length of the ticket. So for example, if you get a 10-day ticket, it's not going to cost you near as much to get the flexible date option ticket as it does if you are only getting like a 2-day ticket. So the flexible date option allows you to extend the life of the ticket until December 31st of 2019, and you do not have to have a start date if you buy the flexible date option or add that to your ticket. So that is something you need to know. The new tickets are based off of your start date. So if you get a 2-day ticket and your start date is a certain day, then you'll get 4 days to use that ticket. So a 2 and a 3-day ticket, you get 2 extra days to use your ticket. You do not have to use them consecutively, okay? If you get for example, if you get a 2-day ticket, you get 4 days to use it. If you get a 3-day ticket, you get 5 days to use it from your start date. If you get a 4-day to a 7-day ticket, you get 3 extra days added onto your ticket. So a 4-day ticket gives you 7 days to use it from the start date. If you get a 7-day or above ticket, you get 4 days added onto your start date. So therefore, a 10-day ticket would be, as the former tickets were, not expiring until 14 days after first use. If you do not want to have to pick a start date and you want your ticket to expire like it used to, 14 days after the first use, and be good until December 31st of 2019, then you must pay for that add-on flexible date option, which could be anywhere from $15 to $55 a ticket, depending on how many days of tickets you're getting. Once again, I'm a travel agent. My services are complimentary. This is complicated. Perhaps you want me to do this for you. So the next bit of information is, if you're getting a 1-day ticket, you used to just be able to get one. Not anymore. If you're getting a 1-day ticket, you must know the day you are going and you're paying for that day. The start date is extremely important now, and it determines your valid use period of your tickets. If your tickets are inside of a package that I booked for you to Walt Disney World, meaning you have a room and tickets or a room and tickets and dining or whatever, then if you need to change the date of that ticket and change the date of your stay, I still do that for you like I used to before within our system. If you are purchasing tickets only from me, I am now allowed to go in there and adjust your ticket start date if you need to. However, do not do this yourself. If you go into My Disney Experience and try to adjust your start date yourself, then blessings on you, but I will not be able to help you if you do it on your own. So you must come to me. If I'm the one that purchased your tickets, come to me. Let me adjust the start date if that needs to happen. Also, if you're adjusting the dates of starting your package, including your tickets, or you're adjusting like adding a day on your tickets or adding Park Hopper that you didn't have before, or Park Hopper Plus, I can do that all within your package, and you won't have to pay the added price at that point. You just have until 30 days out to pay your whole package, just like normal. If you are wanting to change your date of the start of a ticket only purchase, then I need to do that for you, but you also have to pay that difference that day. So if you're adding on a day of tickets, if you're changing to a time of the year that is more expensive than the time of the year you already purchased your tickets in, if your start date becomes more expensive, then you must pay the difference, because Disney tickets are non-refundable. You will not get a refund if you pick a time of year where the tickets are cheaper per day. So that's how that works, and you just need to know that. If the time of year is more expensive that you move to, then it's going to cost you more, and you're going to have to pay the difference when I make that change on your ticket start date. If your ticket start date goes to a time of the year that is cheaper than what you originally purchased, you will not get a refund because Disney tickets are non-refundable. So just want to make sure you understand that. And as far as what happens if you're at the resort or you're staying off property and we've just bought you tickets and you get sick or somebody in your family gets sick and you decide you can't use the tickets during the start date, but you're already within the start date period, meaning your start date is already passed and you're within the period before your ticket expires, which is your valid use date now. If you're within that period, you must go to a Disney World ticket window. Any of the 4 parks have a ticket window. You must go to a ticket window, and they are the only ones that can change your start date once you're in the period. So once you're in the start date period, the only people that can change your start date are the Disney ticket guest window people, okay? If you have passed your valid use date, meaning you are past the point that it was supposed to expire, you had a 2-day ticket, it's past the 4 days from your start date, you lose your ticket, okay? It does not work. You do not have the money for that ticket to use to buy more tickets. But if you are within your valid use date period, within that 4 days after your 2-day ticket start date, you may go to a ticket window. They will then convert the amount of money you originally spent to a new date. If that new date is more expensive, you'll pay the difference. But they will use that money you paid towards purchasing more tickets and canceling these. That happens only if you were after your start date, but was still within the valid use window. Am I making you crazy? I mean, this is this is pretty nuts, but that's how it works. If you've passed your valid use date window, you lost all that money. You lost those tickets and you lost the money you paid for them. Okay, so it is very important that you pay attention to what I tell you is your valid use date period. Otherwise, you lose your money and your tickets. So just want to make sure you understand that. So based on this date-based ticket pricing, notice I said that you will only be able to see pricing through December 16th of 2019. Now, when Disney originally announced this, they told us they were going to be releasing the pricing for the whole year, for all of 2019. They did not. So that makes me a little suspicious because they have told us that Star Wars Galaxy's Edge in Walt Disney World will open in late fall of 2019. Well, for Disney, that means any day before the first day of winter, which in 2019 is December 21st. I'm wondering if the reason they only show prices through December 16th is that Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is opening then. And they have not decided what they want the pricing to be for that date beyond. So I don't know. I'm just a little suspicious about that. That would sure be late fall time period. So we'll see. Maybe they just, I don't know. I don't know any other reason why they wouldn't have released all the pricing for the rest of the year. So that's my guess on that one. Obviously, Disney didn't say that. This is just me guessing based on what they've released. Something else that was interesting about these dates and what they released is that the Florida Select Pass always has blockout dates in the summer. But when those blockouts start is June 3rd of 2019, and they go throughout the end of October of 2019. So that particular Florida resident ticket annual pass is blocked out from June 3rd of 2019 all the way through October. We know that Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is supposed to open at Hollywood Studios in the summer of 2019. The only reason they probably would start that block out on June 3rd would be maybe that's around when they're planning on opening that ride. Again, not from Disney, just guessing, just based on what they're doing, okay? All right, so the way these tickets work is the date-based ticket system works from the day you start your tickets. So when you're asking me to buy you tickets, you must tell me your dates. I have to know exactly when you're going and how many days of tickets you want and the day you want that to start. That is what all your pricing and your eligibility use period, your valid use period is based off of, is that start date. So even when you're booking a package, you must be specific on which dates you are going. And if you change them, it is not easy, and you may pay the difference if you change them to a date that's more expensive, okay? So definitely you're gonna have to be a little bit more conscientious of planning before you tell me you want to quote for Disney World, because your price will change significantly depending on the time of year you go and the date that you start your trip. For example, the day you start a ticket-only package, the date that you start, your start date, that is what your ticket price will be based on for all the days of tickets you're getting. So if you're starting on like June 4th, then that whatever day, whatever price it is that day for tickets to Walt Disney World is what your price will be every single day of your stay, depending on how many days of tickets you get. Your use period will be based on what I said before, the use period goes. And then, yes, there is still a difference between child ticket pricing, which is ages 3 through 9, and adult pricing, which is ages 10 and up, okay? And anybody under the age of 3 does not require a ticket. So your ticket pricing will be based on the start date of your trip, whether you're getting tickets only or a package, including a room. There are some there's a little bit, not much, but a little bit of flexibility in when I choose your start date to be. So if I check and see that it's cheaper for you to start like the day before you wanted to, but you would still be able to use your tickets within your eligibility period and the dates of your trip, then I may start it early so that your price per day is cheaper, okay? But other than that, I'm mainly gonna go with the date you tell me. So that is how those work. So now let me go back. I had to restart my video, so I'm sorry about that. Let me go back to something else I wanted to tell you. Here's an example somebody found today. A 2-day ticket, 1 park per day, which is a base ticket formerly, now we call them a 1 park per day ticket. Before, it would have cost you $445.18 for an adult at a certain time of year. Now that will cost you $521.86 for the flexible ticket option, meaning you made it to be the same type of ticket that it would have been had you purchased it before today. So that to me is a true price comparison, because now that these valid use periods have changed, if you want it to be the exact same ticket you could have bought before October 16th, you really have to add in that flexible price option that we talked about. Otherwise, it's not the same. So $445.18 up to $521.86 is a $76.68 difference between the 2 tickets. The date-based pricing, it would be $454.64 for the same dates and $9.46 price difference if you're okay with the dates it's valid for. So if you're not wanting it to be exactly like the ticket that you used to could purchase, where it expired 14 days after use and didn't expire until December 31st of 2019, you had that long to use it. And if you're not okay with the valid use period they're giving you and you'd rather it be more flexible, then that's the price difference you're looking at. So it did significantly change if you're actually doing an apples to apples comparison. So I just wanted to let you know that. If you are thinking about getting some tickets or doing a package and I have already quoted one for you, we're going to have to start over. And I warned you about this. The people who I have outstanding quotes to, I texted you and gave you a warning. After October 16th, we're going to have to requote your package. It's not going to be the same. And that is exactly accurate now. So whatever packages I have out there for people who have quoted something they wanted to add, stay with a family member who was already going or already booked for me or whatever else, your package price has changed now as of today. So sorry, I did warn you. So definitely booking early is always an advantage. But that is what I know about price increases as far as annual passes and tickets and the date-based ticket pricing system goes. So does anybody have any questions? If you have any questions, feel free to type them in the comment section here. If you don't have any while I'm live, then you have one when you're watching this back later. Feel free to type it in the comment section here on YouTube, and I'll be happy to answer them like I normally do. But that is what's going on. This is the new date-based ticket system at Walt Disney World. It started today, and that is how it works. So if anybody has any questions or needs tickets or a package quoted, just let me know. It will change, and I will need to know your exact dates of travel. So thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you again later.